Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how are you guys?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening here. Today's spring class, first class.
Yes, sir.
We'll get some clarity about what is a spring, what is framework, and what are the topics we are going to discuss in the spring. We'll get some clarity about the spring guys today. So every day, just you feel like after the class, today I learned something, right? Today I learned something. That feeling is important, guys. Yes or no?
Yes,
Every day
yes.
you must feel like, okay, today I learned this much content. That feeling important, guys. See, without attending a 1 hour class, we are not getting any point, means there is no use, right? That's what, guys, we will see, like, we'll get some important things, okay? Good. Yeah, spring is like, spring and spring boot, guys. So it's not like different words. Spring and spring boot, but not separate courses, guys. So this course you will see like spring class and spring boot classes, both you will see. We will discuss both spring and what is spring boot. We will get the clarity, guys. What is the spring and what is the spring boot? We will get the clarity. Okay, the prerequisite to learn this course is like, tell me, what the prerequisite to learn this course? The prerequisite, yeah, prerequisite to learn this course. To learn this course is like, I hope everyone knows like some basics of core Java, and everyone knows some basics of what advanced Java. Yes or no? Everyone knows some basics of core Java and advanced Java, and everyone knows some basics of SQL queries, right? Because to do the Spring transaction, Spring messaging, and the Spring DAO layer, we require some basics of SQL, guys. I hope everyone knows like some core Java concepts and advanced Java concepts, which is like servlets, JSPs is there, JDBC is there. I hope everyone knows these concepts, right? Because the first point is like the prerequisite to learn, to learn the Spring is what? So core Java, advanced Java, SQL concepts. At least some basics of Java required, guys. Some basics of Java required, right? Exactly. See, guys, actually, we have the different types of applications, guys. We have the standard applications. Does anyone tell me what the different types of applications we have? So different types of what?
Standalone application.
Yeah, different types of applications, guys. What are different types of applications? The first one is like, standard application, guys. Standard application means what? The application is specific to the particular system. That is called standard application. Using core Java, guys. Nothing but JDSC concepts. Using core Java, we can design what kind of applications means what? A standard application, guys. The second category is like, web applications. Guys, what are the web applications? Coming to the web application, using like advanced Java, nothing but servlets and what? JSP. Okay, servlets and JSP to design what kind of applications, servlets and JSP to design web applications, right? Servlets and JSP in advanced Java, maybe they're designing what kind of applications mean, like web applications, guys. The third concept like enterprise application, guys. So the third point is what? Enterprise application. Because if you go for the enterprise applications, so standard application means core Java required, web application means servlets and JSP required, enterprise applications means what? So all the time, guys, in industry, we are using the concept like EJB. So in previously, before Spring classes, guys, we are designing enterprise applications using which concept here? EJB, right? Using EJB, guys. So EJB to design what kind of applications means enterprise applications, guys. The fourth one is like which applications here? Distributed applications, right? Distributed applications. Because using web services. So we will see like what is enterprise application, distributed application. We will see using web services, guys. We can design what kind of applications means distributed applications, right? Exactly. There's different types of applications in Java. So standard applications are there, web applications are there, enterprise applications are there. And next one is what? Distributed applications, right? Exactly. Yes, standard application means maybe core Java. So in other words, we can select JDSC concept, right? Java 2 standard edition. And web application means what the technologies we are using, guys. Maybe if you know servlets and JSP to design what kind of applications here. Servlets and JSP, what kind of applications we can design? Web applications, right? Exactly. You see, in 1995, we have the concepts like servlets and JSP, guys. 1997, 2000 year. At that time, we will develop the web applications using which concept, guys? Using servlets and JSP, guys. After servlets and JSP, see, servlets and JSP is basically technology, guys. Technology means is like almost on 1999, 2000 year. to write applications. At that time, applications are very normal, basic applications, right? As a 2000 year, various applications. Do you have any big applications, enterprise applications? Definitely no, right? At that time, 2000 year, to design the web applications, guys, you have the servlets and JSP concepts. And later, the companies are start using the frameworks concept, guys. Later, the companies are start using what? Frameworks. To design the web applications, what kind of frameworks in market at that time we have? We have the Structs framework, guys. Almost Structs is leading the market up to 2008, like up to 2000, 2005, 2006 years, guys. Yes or no? Structs is leading the market, right? Once upon a time. So in 2002, 2010, almost Structs is leading the market. And we have one more framework, JSF framework, guys. And the Structs and JSF are the frameworks to design what kind of applications, tell me? Web applications, right? Exactly. You see, web applications are the next one is enterprise applications. Enterprise applications initially to design the, yes, enterprise applications is large scale application, right? To solve the enterprise issues like Amazon, Flipkart, IRCTC, Abibus, Redbus, to solve the enterprise problem, guys. So to solve the enterprise problem, so we need to develop the application. Generally, we can call it as enterprise applications, guys. So simply we can call it as a large scale application, right? Guys, enterprise application, large scale application, or small scale application, definitely. Enterprise applications are definitely. Tell me, enterprise applications definitely large scale applications, small scale applications, large scale applications. Yeah. Usually for the enterprise applications, what we are using EJB concept, right? What the EJB full form? Enterprise
Java.
enterprise Java beans we are using, right? Exactly. Yes, completely EJB is outdated. I no need to give much information about the EJB, right? Because outdated concept why we are learning. So EJB is not required. I no need to give even single point about the EJB, right? I no need to give even single point about the EJB. So previously to design the enterprise applications to solve the enterprise issues, we are designing application. Those called generally can call as enterprise application. This enterprise applications, what we are using is EJB concept. But later years, so we have the framework. The framework is like which framework is Spring framework. Guys, in the 1999 to design the web applications, what we are using is servlets and JSP initially. Later, we are using a framework like Structs framework and what is JSF framework. Initially, to design enterprise applications, what we are using is EJB framework. Later, what we are using is Spring framework, right? Later, we are using the Spring framework, guys. So finally, based on this explanation, we understood that in the real time total, how many types of applications we have? Guys, based on these 4 points, we understood that in real time total, how many types of applications we have? 4 types. What are the 4 types? Tell me. One is like guys, please respond. In Java, in general, total how many types of applications we have? Total 4 types. What are the 4 types, guys?
Standalone applications, web applications, enterprise applications,
Enterprise application, distributed application.
distributed applications.
Using core
Yes,
Java, APSC, what kind of applications we can design? Standard applications.
Standalone
Servlets,
application.
yeah, servlets and JSP for what kind of applications? Web applications, right?
web
Later,
applications.
we have the frameworks. Framework, Structs framework is there, and JSF framework is there to design what kind of applications, web application, right? Exactly. Enterprise application means what? To solve the enterprise problems. So Amazon, Flipkart, Abibus, Redbus, these are the big enterprises, right? Big organization, right? To solve the problems in organization, guys, enterprise organizations. So we design application that is called what? Enterprise application. To design those kind of applications, previously what we have to do is EJB and Spring framework, right? Exactly. See, guys, these days the applications are used by very less people or more people. Yes, these applications are used by more people, right? If the applications are designed by more people, means see, 2000 years see the situation, 2010 see the situation, 2020 see the situation. Definitely these days we need to design application. That application using like PhonePe, guys. PhonePe is an enterprise application. Paytm is an enterprise application. Google Pay is an enterprise application. These applications can be used by very less people or used by more people in the world. Currently, more people are using, right? In that case, we need to design application. That application should the application should be what? More scalable and to get the flexibility of modifications, right? More scalable and more efficiency, because we need to give the performance, right? And it need to give the more security, right? Yes, or no? These days we need design application like more more scalable application, more flexibility application, like scalability is there, flexibility required, and we need to give the security. We need to give what? Security, right? Yes or no, guys? These applications require security. Exactly. Guys, think about the 2000 year applications, think about the 2010 year applications, think about the present applications. Present application, we need to design more flexibility required, more scalability required. Huh? Yes or no? More efficiency required. Yeah, more efficiency required, right? How can you design these kind of applications? Means we need like Spring, a bit advanced topics, that is nothing but Spring and Spring Boot classes, Spring and Spring Boot frameworks, guys. Guys, to design those kind of applications, we require what? Spring and what? Spring Boot, right? That's what, guys. Spring is a very demanding tool these days, and that extension of Spring is like Spring Boot. Spring Boot is not a separate thing, guys. Spring Boot just is giving the in the Spring whatever the manual configurations we are doing, those manual configurations will become like automated in the Spring Boot. Yes or no? The manual configurations what we are doing, that will be automated in the Spring Boot classes, right? That's it. Don't think like Spring Boot is giving like more classes, more API like that. Spring, what are the things we learn? What are the things we are doing manual work? Manual configurations, that will be automated, right? Exactly, guys. Finally we decided these days to design enterprise applications which is more flexibility, scalability, and more reliability, and more what? Efficiency, more security. These kind of applications to design, what the concepts you're using is Spring and the Spring Boot classes, right? Guys, we got the clarity now. Now what the final point we decided? Spring is application, Spring is a framework. Guys, Spring is a, tell me, Spring is a framework to design what kind of application? Tell me. Spring is a framework to design. What do you mean enterprise application? Simply large scale application. Yeah, large scale application to solve the problems in enterprises, right? Just like Google, Amazon, Flipkart, Paytm, PhonePe. To solve the issues in the enterprises, we are going for the enterprise application phase. So finally, we decided the first point you understood. Okay, in Java, maybe we have the 4 types of applications, but using Spring framework, what kind of applications you can design? Yes, using Spring framework, what kind of applications we will design?
Enterprise application.
Enterprise application.
Large scale applications.
Exactly. That application we have to design in such a way that that application has to give the features like, tell me guys, efficiency we have to give. What do you mean efficiency? Nothing but performance, right? Yeah, that application has to give the efficiency. The application has to give what? Scalability, right? Yes, efficiency means definitely performance. Large scale application, if the application is slow, is there any use is there? There's a large scale application, efficiency is less, there is no use, right? That's what we need to design application with more efficiency. Next one is what? Scalability, guys. Scalability is nothing but like flexibility of modifications, guys. Flexibility of modifications, right? Because today, maybe in the PhonePe we have like some less features. The tomorrow they need to add the more features, right? See, in that case, what? See, guys, in the PhonePe previously, I think fast tag is there, right? In the toll gate, we have a fast tag. Previously, in the Paytm or PhonePe, do you have any fast tag operation? There is no, right? It means what? Later, they're integrating the new features, right? If the code is more scalable code, then we can integrate the new features or not. Yes or no? That's what, guys. We need to design application more. Guys, tell me, we need to design application is what? More scalable, right? Exactly. Guys, definitely these days security plays very, very important role, right? It means you need to design application which give them more security, right? So generating the OTPs, and if you enter the password is like wrong, like 2 times, 3 times, if you enter the wrong password, it has to give everything is like what? Security is important, right? That's what, guys, in the Spring we have the concept like Spring security is required. Yes or no? So we need to design applications these days, guys. Don't think like 2000 year, do you have more security? In 2000 year, we have the more efficient applications, more scalable applications. Guys, in the year of 2000, do you have any efficient, like scalable applications and efficiency applications? Yes, please mute. Yeah, so that's what, guys. So these
Compare
days, compared to now, at that time there is no, right? Definitely we have to compare now only. Huh? Yeah, so we need to design the application which follows the below. What you can say, guys? We need to design these days, guys. These days, we need to design application which follows what below. What you can say below?
Below feature.
Below features, right? Exactly. Guys, these days we need to develop applications below design application which follows the below features, right? What are the features, guys? Efficiency required, very important. Scalability. What the meaning of scalability, guys? Flexibility of modifications. Tomorrow, if you need to change any feature, or you need to add the new feature, or you need to integrate some new services, the application more scalable, right? Because an application is what more scalability is required. And these days we need to design application which require the more security also, right? More security, guys. Exactly. And next one is what flexibility is required, guys. Flexibility means your application is possible to integrate with some other technologies, right? So we require what flexibility, guys. So these days we need to design application which follows the below features, like efficiency required, scalability required, security required, flexibility required. To design these kind of applications, guys, to design the application which follows the above features, use which framework, guys? Which follows what? Which follows above
Spring
features.
framework.
Exactly. Use what? Spring, right? Exactly. Guys, you tell me, maybe you know like servlets concept in Adv.Java. Servlets are there in 1997, 1997 or 1996. 1997, you have the concept like servlets. These days, if you're using those concepts, 1997 concepts, can you design applications which follows these features?
No, sir. No, sir.
Definitely no, right? Yeah, that's
Yes,
what
sir.
we require the new framework and new evolution. That new evolution is what? Spring and microservices, Spring security, Spring JPA, Spring data. Guys, that is the second point. Guys, I hope you understood the point clearly. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, the
No,
class is
sir.
going good, right? Anyone
No,
is
sir.
feeling bored?
No, sir.
Definitely these
No,
points are
sir.
important, right, for us? Yeah, before
Yes, sir.
starting the programming, we have to know like what is evolution, right? Think about applications like 2000 year, 2010 year, 2020 year. Think about the frameworks when they're introduced. Then check like present situation, which is a more scalable means Spring only more scalable. Present situation, do you think like structs are there in almost for 2000 year? Do you think like 2021, if you design application using structs, do you think that application is more efficient application? Yes, definitely no, right?
Yes,
Sir,
yes, correct.
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, correct, sir.
That is the point, guys. Yes, generally the framework is a semi-implemented component, guys. Every faculty, everyone is saying that point only, right? Even in the framework, if you type in Google, you will get what? Framework is like semi-implemented component. It means what? Most of the predefined structure, guys, they're given almost all more predefined support, right? But the framework is a semi-implemented component, right? Okay, just like a simple what I can say, servlets and JSP means 1996. In the 1996, how you guys will prepare the new deals? Assume like today you're interested to eat the noodles, guys. What you will do at the 1996? There's maybe some guys are date of birth is 1996, 1997. At that time, see, please respond. Okay, at that time, if your father or your mother is interested to eat the noodles, at that time, what they will do? Guys, tell me, at that time, what they will do to prepare the noodles?
There is
Do
some
you find any noodles are there? Maggie is the go to the DMart and purchase the
Yeah.
Maggie, come to the home, take the 2 minutes to prepare the Maggie. Do you have the concept like that? Definitely no, right?
No. No.
Uh, At that time, what they will do simply?
Prepare one.
At that time, they have to prepare everything from scratch, from 0% to 100%. They have to do the work, right? This is just like technology, guys. In the technology, every line of code we have to write. Every line of code we have to write. It means definitely technology required the more coding part or not. Even some cases code duplications are there. It means technologies if you are using to write the build application, every line of code we have to write, create the connection, load the driver, create the connection, load the, yes, create the connection and what, load the driver, get the create the query, execute the query, close the connections. Everything we need to design, right? At the time of what, 1990s almost. Guys, see the same Maggie scenario today. Today you're interested to prepare, you're interested to eat the Maggie noodles. Then what you guys will do?
Just
Guys,
bring
what you
the
guys will
Maggie
do?
and boil
We
water
can take the
and
Maggie
glass Maggie.
Are you preparing from scratch onwards, or just will go to the some roadside shop, take the 10 rupees Maggie noodles, just come to home within 2 minutes, instant noodles are there. Just 2 minutes will complete the work, right? Huh? Yeah. It means
Yes,
what,
yes.
guys? At the time of 2000 years to prepare the noodles, that much time it is taking. At the time of the other technologies. But these days, what happened? You have the frameworks. Frameworks means what, guys? Just like Maggie noodles, right? Maggie is already available, right? Maggie means what, guys? Is already implemented component or not? Already they are doing some work, right? They are doing work. They are giving the semi-implemented component to you. What you guys are doing? Just you are taking a cup of water and you have boiled the water and you are doing the work, right? Yes or no? Then tell me, guys. Then today the Maggie is available. That Maggie is what, semi-implemented component, start like scratch implemented component. Guys, please tell me.
Semi.
That is a framework, guys. I hope you got some clarity about what is a semi-implemented component, right? It means already most of the work is given by framework developer. Infrastructure logic, guys. Infrastructure logic they already given. You directly take that infrastructure logic, try to build the main logic, right? You take the instant noodle, just you can prepare like by boiling the water, just you can take the 2 minutes, 2 minutes to complete the cooking process, take the 10 minutes to eating process also complete, right? Guys, you tell me, you're interested to prepare the noodles from starting onwards, or you're interested to take the Maggie packet and prepare the noodles? Which one is better? Which one is better for you?
Second one only better, sir, because it will be fast.
Yeah, that's what, more efficiency, right? More scalability is there, right?
Ready-made, like ready-made.
Exactly. Then what is the framework definition? What I can say? What the definition of framework? Framework
Some
is
part
a
of implementation already there.
semi-implemented component, already implemented, right? Semi, not completed,
Yes.
semi, yeah, semi implemented, semi-implemented what component. Guys, I hope every point I'm relating with the the real world scenario, so that you'll understand immediately, simply, right? 2000 year technologies, present year technologies, 2000 year 2000 year applications, present applications. Think like that. Okay, these days we need to design application which follows the more features like efficiency, scalability, security, flexibility, right? For these kind of things we require water Spring classes, right? Finally decided framework is a semi-implemented component to build the application, right? To build the applications, guys. Guys, I hope you understood, right? So technologies means what? In the 1997 to prepare the noodles, that is called technology. Present situation to prepare the noodles, that is called framework. You want me to write that point? 1996 prepare the noodles is called technologies. Every line of code we have to write. Present applications to build application is called Maggie, right? What you can say? I hope you understood the point, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, what is my efficiency and my performance, right? Guys, this meanings also at least we have to know so that you'll understand more clearly. Efficiency means what? Performance wise.
Performance.
Scalability means what? Flexibility of modification.
Increase, adding features. Adding features.
Security means what? Giving the more, these days applications are more secure, right? Definitely security more required. Flexibility is what? Integration of the things, adding the new feature, deleting the new features, like that, right? Exactly. These kind of applications design, you can go for the Spring framework. Framework is what, guys? These days we are taking the Maggie 10 instant noodles, right? That is called framework. framework is a semi-implemented component. Guys, to see now is a rainy season. You're interested to eat the, you're interested to drink the soup. Isn't like you need corn soup. Are you preparing the corn soup from starting?
No.
In the DMart, I think the packet is 10 rupees packet. 10 rupees. Because in the DMart, you
Yes.
can find the soup packet, right? For 10 rupees,
Yes, sir.
chicken corn soup. What do you guys will do? Just you'll purchase the
can
5
purchase
6 packets just to come to home. Just you can take the boiled water, you can mix them and eat, drink it, right? That is called framework, guys. Framework means what? Semi-implemented component, already done the work. Ready-made is available. Just you can take and drink it. That is called framework, guys. Yeah, guys, don't think like too much subject in today class itself. Slowly we will move forward. Sorry is why explaining the soup and noodles. Don't anyone is thinking like that.
No, it's a good example.
Yeah, understanding is important, right? To understand the point, we relate the things with any problem. Definitely, it's important. Guys, don't think like sir is taking the spring classes. He is teaching like noodles, soup. Don't think like that. with that point only understood like framework is semi-implemented component, right? To build application, right?
Yes.
Guys, understanding the concept is important. Once if you understand the concept, automatically you can build the code. Without understanding, if you know the coding, what to use, man? That's what understanding the concept is very, very important. Because framework is what type of component? Tell me. Framework is a semi-implemented component to build the applications, right? Exactly. Guys, generally in the real time, we generally call this. There are 2 types of frameworks. Any idea? There are 2 types of frameworks. What are 2 types of frameworks? Guys, in the project level, generally we can categorize like 2 types of frameworks, guys. There are 2 types of frameworks. What are the 2 types? Any idea? Yeah, tell me, yaar. So there are 2 types of frameworks, guys. What are 2 types of frameworks? Any idea? Yes, the 2 types of frameworks, like
No,
one
sir.
is like ORM framework. Yes, one is like what? ORM frameworks. So second one is what? The web frameworks. Yes, ORM frameworks and what? Web frameworks are there. Yes, ORM full form is what? Object relational mapping. Nothing but a database logics, right? Object means Java objects. Relational means database tables. Mapping. Java objects, we are mapping with the relational. Relational means what? Database tables, right? Tables nothing but relations or not? Yeah, object relational mapping. So these are called ORM frameworks, guys. Because generally in the market, we have the multiple ORM frameworks. So the best ORM framework is what? Hibernate, guys. Hibernate is there, and Top Link is there, iBetis is there. Like multiple ORM frameworks are there. As what is ORM framework? Tell me. Object relational mapping, which will provide, which is used to, this object relational mapping frameworks, use it to build what type of logic? Tell me. Use it to build the persistence logics, guys. Guys, use it to build what type of logic? Tell me. Use it to build the persistence logic, right? Persistence logics means what? The logics which are interacting in the database, right? The logics which are interacting in the database, right? That is called persistence logic, guys. So object relational mapping frameworks, guys, use it to build which logic, guys? Persistence logic. What do you mean persistence logic?
Database logic.
The logics which are interacting with the
Database
database.
operations.
Yeah, like JDBC. JDBC is also persistence logic, right? Java database connection. Guys, but here I'm not including
JPA
JDBC
also
because here I'm not using like JDBC. Why? JDBC is that a framework? Is that a technology?
It is a technology.
It is technology belongs to JTSC part, right? That's what I'm not including as a framework. So ORM frameworks, there are 2 types of frameworks, guys. One is like ORM framework, which is like object relational mapping. Object means Java object. Relational means database tables. Mapping means we are mapping the Java object to database tables. Nothing but Java to database connections. To build the persistence logic, guys. To build the persistence logic, what we are using is Hibernate framework and the Top Link framework we are using. iBetis is there. Number of frameworks are there in real time. Okay, good. Out of those one, the better framework is what? Hibernate framework, guys. Guys, what are the web frameworks? The best example of web framework to design a web layer, guys. To design web applications. Guys, to design what? To design the web application, right? Web layer or web application, persistence logic or persistence layer. Guys, what is the best example of web framework? Structs to design a web framework, guys. Structs to design what kind of applications? Web framework, right? Exactly. Guys, there are two types of frameworks we have. What are the two types of frameworks we have? One is a ORM frameworks. One is like web frameworks, right? Guys, ORM frameworks to design which applications, to design what kind of logics? Persistence logic. Web framework to design what kind of applications? Web applications, web logic. Nothing but web layer, right? Guys, yes or no? Because applications contains one type of layer, different layers. Definitely application contains persistence layer, presentation layer, web layer, service layer. That I'll tell you later, guys. But you understood that application contains one layer, multiple layers, right? Guys, yes or no? Application contains one layer, multiple layers. Application contains
Yes, sir. Multiple layers.
Guys, ORM frameworks are for which layer we are designing? Persistence layer, right? Web frameworks, what we are using? Design web layer, right? Web application nothing but web layer we are designing. But view part, what we are using? For the view part, we are using JSP, right? Presentation part. In MVC design pattern, model view controller. For the view part, what we are using, JSP or not? Exactly. Because finally we understood that what is a framework? What is the framework? Framework is a
implemented component.
Yeah, semi-implemented component.
Semi-implemented component.
Your Maggie noodles instantly available. Just you can take the noodles, just you can prepare it. Yeah, semi-implemented component. How many types of frameworks we have?
Two types.
Two types of framework.
What are the two types, sir?
ORM framework and web framework.
Two types of frameworks, sir. ORM frameworks and web frameworks. What the ORM framework will do? ORM framework to design what kind of applications? Which is like
logics.
Persistent logic. Web frameworks are to design what? Web layer, right? Web application, right?
Web
Exactly.
application.
What about the Spring here? Spring is what kind of layer? Spring is like ORM framework or it is like web framework? It means Spring can be used for only persistence logic or Spring can be used for only web logic?
Both.
It can be it can be used for both, means I cannot say like Spring is a ORM framework and Spring is a framework, as Spring is a web framework, right? I cannot use that word, right? Yeah, that's what, guys. Spring is a, simply can call it as a, Spring is like application development framework, guys. Is that statement is clear? I think this is a meaningful name, right? Spring is like ORM framework, web framework. It can do both. It can do both. But I cannot say Spring is a ORM framework and web framework both, right? Instead of that, I can say like Spring is what? Application development framework. Application development framework, right? Because which one is a meaningful name? Spring is what? Application development framework to design what? End-to-end application or only specific part of the application?
End-to-end application.
Application development framework to design what? End-to-end application, guys. Is that statement is clear? Spring is what? Application development framework to design application like end-to-end application, right? I think this line should be meaningful line, right? We understood that what is a framework. We understood like how many types of frameworks. We understood that Spring is what type of framework. Either Spring is a web framework or ORM framework. It's not like ORM framework. Even it comes under ORM, it comes under web. But simply you can say Spring is what? Guys, Spring is what? Application development framework end-to-end application, right? Exactly, guys. Guys, even Spring, we can say Spring is a modular framework, guys. Anyone can tell me some information about what is a modular framework? Spring is a modular framework. Contains one module or multiple modules? Contains what?
Multiple modules.
Yeah, Spring is a modular framework. It is designed in such a way that modular fashion. Spring is a modular framework. Contains what? Contains what? Multiple modules, right? Multiple modules, just like core module, AOP module. Tell me, guys. Spring core module, AOP module, transaction module, messaging module, JPA module, which contains like one module, multiple modules. MVC module, like multiple modules, guys. See, Spring doesn't demand you develop the complete application using only Spring. It doesn't demand you complete application using completely only Spring, right? See, modular fashion means what? So your application required only MVC modular. Okay, try to use the MVC module, complete the work. Your application required only AOP modular. Okay, well and good. Take the AOP module, just you can do the work. Transaction modular, you can use only transaction module. Spring is not forcing you to do the complete application using Spring only. It's giving like modular fashion or not. Depends on application requirement. You can use a specific module, right? That's what you can say. Like Spring is what kind of framework is? Spring is a modular framework. Contains one module, multiple modules. Contains a module, multiple modules. Depends on application requirement. We can use a specific module, right? Yes or no? Depends on the application requirement. Use a specific module, right? That's what you can say. Spring is a modular framework, guys. A Spring application. Spring is what kind of? It's a ORM framework, a web framework. Spring is a application development application development framework to design application end to end, to design or to build application, to build end to end application, right? Exactly. Yes, are you clear now? Yeah. Spring is a modular framework. Is a contains multiple modules. It doesn't force you to use a specific module, guys. If you want to only work only for the persistence logic, you can go for the Spring JDBC module or Spring JPA module. If you go for only MVC architecture, means Spring MVC we can use. It doesn't force you use a complete all the modules and application, right? That's what you can say. Spring is what? Modular framework to design what? To design the application, right? Exactly. Guys, everyone is clear about is all the points, right? The first point we decided prerequisite to learn this course. Core Java, Advanced Java, SQL. Today itself, don't expect the more practical skills. I will take you from 0% to 100%. I think today you got some feeling, right? Okay, sir will take slowly and study and he will take completely, right? You got some clarity, right? Guys, yes, or no?
Yes.
At least, huh? Yeah, so prerequisite to learn this course is what? Core Java, Advanced Java, SQL, some basics required, guys. I hope everyone knows that basics definitely. Different types of applications are what is? Standard applications, web applications, Android applications, distributed applications. Spring is used to design what kind of applications? Enterprise application to
Enterprise
build to solve the enterprise issues, right? What are the enterprise applications? Best example? IRCTC,
Phone pay.
Gmail, Amazon, PhonePe, these all are enterprise skills, right? These days applications we need to design application which follows sort of features, guys. Efficiency that mandatory, scalability, security, flexibility.
Scalability.
In 2000 year, do you have these features are very important at that time? In the year of 2000. In the year of 2000, no one will think about efficiency, scalability, security, these all, right? They'll think about applications available or not available, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
At that time, they'll think like first application designing, right? Huh? At that time, they'll think like more efficiently, more scalability concept. Yes, please. Yeah, guys, are you clear now what I'm saying? We need to design application which like efficient. These are what do you mean framework is? Framework is a semi-independent component to build applications. To build application, there are two types of frameworks: ORM framework and web framework. ORM framework means to design the database logics, which is like Hibernate and toppling. Web framework means to design web layer, which is like structure. Spring is like both. So instead of saying both, better to use like Spring is a application development framework to build an end-to-end application, right? Guys, to build what end-to-end application, right?
Yes.
To build and what end-to-end application, right? Exactly, guys. Yes, Spring is a modular framework, contains what multiple modules. Depends on requirement, we can use a particular module, right? So Spring is a modular framework, contains multiple modules. So depends on what requirement. Use what specific module, right? Exactly, guys. Use a specific module. Good. Guys, high level, okay, what the course, what the syllabus you are going to cover, I will tell you. Coming to the class time, guys, As you know, like class time will be the 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. 1 day per every like 1 day per hour. And like mostly I'll take the Monday to Friday, guys. Saturday, Sunday week off. Maybe spring students means mostly expecting weekend is off, right? So mostly Saturday, Sunday will take off. Monday to Friday will take the class. And duration of this course, guys, because content a bit lengthy, guys. Spring framework content, because Spring is there, Spring Boot is there, Spring security, Spring microservices. Yeah, the content a bit lengthy. Give me at least 2.5 months, 2 months for 2 months, 15 days. So mostly you can sacrifice like 3 months to complete our syllabus. How many months required, guys? 3 months to complete our syllabus. Sir, why 3 months, sir? Because what are the topics I'm going to cover for you? Like, we need to cover like, first we have to start with what? Spring core module, guys. See, let me write what the topics are going to cover. So high level topics, guys. Okay. Spring core we will cover. After Spring core contains like dependency injection, IOC, some all the things, guys. This comes under Spring core. Next one is what? Spring AOP will cover, and the Spring JDBC will think, and the Spring transaction management. Then we get to Spring transaction, and we discuss the Spring Spring transaction, and the Spring JPA, and tell me, Spring messaging we will see. Spring messaging we will see, and the Spring tell me a Spring MVC module, or we can say web module, right? Spring MVC or web module. And these days the demanding one is what? A Spring Cloud, guys. Yes, these are previously existing topic, fine. But these days, to make the application more efficiently, more flexibility, we have the Spring Cloud is there. Tell me, guys, what are the topics these days? Spring Cloud is there.
Security.
Spring Social. We use the software as a service. So Spring Social is there, and the Spring security is there. Yeah, tell me, Spring security is there. This is all thing, guys. Along with this, we'll see like Spring with Maven, guys, because when it is an application like Spring with Maven, and these days is Maven is demanded. Instead of Maven, they're using some build tool. Other build tool is there. Guys, they go for the Spring with Maven, or Spring with other tool is there. Anyone knows that? What is the Maven? I'll tell you, Nico. So, exactly. Spring with Gradle, right? Yes, Maven is basically XML configurations, guys. Maven is XML configuration. Gradle is XML based or JSON based. Guys, Maven is what? So Maven is XML based, guys. JSON. This is one what? Gradle is a JSON based, right? Exactly. Guys, we will see like the Spring with REST integration. Spring with REST integration, we will see. This yes, with REST integration we will see, and I will discuss not completely Spring microservices, guys. I will discuss some basics about the Spring microservices also. Spring with REST, Spring with tell me, guys, Spring with REST and what? Spring with the microservices we will see, guys. These days, Spring with XML configurations we have. Hey, Spring Boot definitely required. Spring Boot is definitely required. Yeah, this is like Spring. Spring Boot is very, very important, right, for us. Configurations. Spring Boot is mandatory. Spring Boot is there. Spring Security is there. Spring Cloud is there. These are the concepts, guys. Yeah, these days, Spring with XML configurations are there. We will see the application XML configuration, and Spring with Java-based configurations are there. Spring with Java configuration, and Spring with annotation configuration, guys. Annotations configurations. There's configurations are three categories, guys. Spring with XML configurations, Java-based configurations, Spring with what? Annotation configuration, right? Exactly. Yes, along with this one, we will see like what? Spring with Spring Tom, like Postman tool, guys. We will check some services using Postman tool. Yes, we will check some services with what? Postman tool, right? Exactly. Yes. And we will see like some Spring case study also, right? Spring case study we will see. I'll take some case study, guys. I'll discuss the case study application. Yeah. The roles and responsibility, guys. In the Spring, in resume when you prepare, in the resume, what are the roles? See, some guys will take the fake experiences, right? After taking the Spring, guys, We can put like 4 to 5 years as a gap as experience. I will guide you how to prepare the resume, how the roles and responsibility which is done in the previous project. The roles and responsibilities I will tell you. I will guide you how to prepare the. I will take 1 or 2 sessions, guys. How to prepare the resumes to make the real experience or fake experience, that is up to you. Yeah, I will take one Spring case study and we'll discuss the Spring roles and responsibilities, right? Exactly. Okay, this is the content I'm going to discuss with you guys. Core AOP, GDP, transaction, GPA, messaging, web, cloud, social, security, boot, Maven with Gradle, Spring REST and microservices, configuration XML based with Java based annotations, and case study and what a Postman tool. Next one is what, guys? Roles and responsibilities is fine. I will take 1 or 2 sessions to make what are the roles you are following in the what are the roles we are doing in the previous project, right? That I will take care, guys. Guys, I hope definitely today after class you feel like okay, today you got something, right? Yes, any questions?
Yes, sir.
This is the way. Spring ORM, yeah, definitely. Spring JPA, this all comes under ORM, guys. It's fine.
Sir, my requesting any real-time project to explain.
Definitely, man. I didn't. I forgot. See, definitely, yes, learning the concept individually is not good, right? See, guys. Actually, in Adv.Java, in my classes, they'll take the servlets class, JDBC class, JSP classes. They'll take the topics individually. Guys, taking the topics individually is recommended. After learning these 3 topics, by mixing these 3 topics, creating applications recommended. By making these 3 topics, building the application is definitely recommended, right? Exactly. So
Yes,
what
sir.
are the topics we learn? Based on that, all the topics, based on this, all the topics, we will prepare 1 or 2 projects. Yes, we will build a project. We will build a project. We will build a project by using above all topics what we discussed. Up to now, what we learn, based on that, we create the project. That feeling is different, right? That's what, guys. Always feel which one is important. Feeling important. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Feeling important. Maybe I will take 1 or 2 weeks or extra. It's not a problem, but maybe 1 week or 2 weeks or extra I will take. But if I complete this all the topics very clearly, so that you will be satisfied, right?
Sure, sure.
I hope everyone will understand this all the points, guys. Yes, even students, guys, students do one thing. Every day after class, you take the pen and book, try to write the notes. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Even working professional means they know everything. But even students that are taking first time, we are seeing the spring class and all. You try to take the pen and the book, try to maintain the notes on a daily basis. Don't write the running notes, please, because 1 hour class means what? You focus on the class, try to focus on the class. You try to get the points. After 1 hour, you try to take just 10 to 15 minutes to write the complete notes, right? Sir, how you will share these notes, sir? Guys, I'll copy. I definitely I'll share the complete material with you. Else I'll share the complete material with you. But to share these class notes, guys, protocast.com/spring 6 p.m. batch. So spring 6 p.m. is there. Guys, I'll share the today notes. Definitely you need require these notes, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is the class notes, guys. So Java. Good.
Sir,
Okay,
please provide the video link because every day we are attending 6 to 7. It's not possible.
Definitely. Guys, do one thing. I forgot to say these points actually. Every day after the class, you'll get the recorded session to your mail ID. Every day, every day, you will get the recorded session, guys. Recorded session to your mail. Google Drive link I'll share you guys. Every day I get the recorded session. Even if you miss 1 or 2 classes, you try to check the recorded session, try to follow the classes. Every day we'll share the recorded session, guys. And the class notes link, this is the class notes link. So yeah, this is the class notes link, guys. If you take the class notes, see if the class note, this is the class notes link, guys. Because when you open this link, it's asking password, right? Anyone is tried to open this link? As you try to open this link, protected.com/spring spring spring 6 p.m. Anyone guys try to open that spring 6 p.m. When you're trying to open that link, you are the organizer, man. Is anyone try to open that link? He's asking password, right? The password for that link is Java, JAV. Guys, definitely need the class notes, right? You try to open that. Every day you'll get the required session, definitely. And I will share the, yeah, I will share the complete, I will share the complete PDF docs, guys. Materials and PPTs. I'll share some complete PDF docs with you. And the class notes, guys, every day what is a program and what is the example you done every day basis. Every day what is a program, what is the example you done. The class notes, guys. Class notes means this is the link for that. Okay, there's a point, guys. Guys, any other questions, please? Today, guys, after 1 hour you will get the required session for this class. Okay, you will get the required session of this class. You try to check the required session again if you need to check. Guys, any other points, please? Yeah, tell me, I think voice is not audible.
Actually, this page is not. This link is going to password software file. This spring 6 p.m. URL, right? That URL is going to protected.com. So front page, password software file folder. That one it will be going. I think today only you have created. So.
No, it's fine. See, within 1 minute you're going to open. Yeah, it's open, right? You try once.
I tried from my end, but it is yeah. Spring 6 p.m.
I tried. I posted in the spring 6 p.m. Yes, if you write the spelling is wrong, it is asking like create the site. If he is asking like create the site means you are typing the spelling wrong. In the chat I message you, right? Just you can check the chat box once. Everyone is able to check that one, right? This is the link. When you open that link, it's asking password. The password for that link is what? JAVA, Java. Everything is lowercase. Is it clear now? Any questions, please? Yes, please take the pen and book. Try to make the note on the every point, and I will share the required session. Read the record, see the required session 1 or 2 times so that you get the more clarity, right? See, guys, first time you are unable to get the clarity, but if you see the second time or third time, if you are doing the practicals, you'll get the more clarity, right? No worries about that. Yeah, Abhinav, I know about. Tell me, what's the query? Guys, I hope everyone is clear, right? Then tomorrow we'll meet, guys. Tomorrow we'll meet the same timing, 6 o'clock, 6 to 7. Tomorrow you have a couple of demo classes, guys. Today complete the demo. Tomorrow also you can take the demo. Then you decide, and then complete the formalities.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah, only Monday to Friday.
The class will be Monday to Friday mostly. Sunday no class, but maybe Saturday I will take 1 or 2 days. Maybe I will tell you. I'll inform before that. Okay, before 1 week. If you stuck in practical, man, at any time I will share my number. So here now itself I'm sharing my number 9000160099. You can contact me at any time. Okay, if I was not responded, you can call to office number so that he'll give the phone to me 7330886699. At any time you can contact me, and even for you guys we will create the WhatsApp group. Once the formalities are completed, we will take the WhatsApp group. In WhatsApp group we will chit chat so that we will finalize the thing. See, guys, if you ask the question means only the faculty responding means it's not going to work out. Even your friend know that answer, he can respond. Your other friend knows the answer, she will respond. Then finally we have to get the knowledge. That's it. Who is responding and who is giving the answers is not important for us, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Finally think about like getting the knowledge. So we will create a WhatsApp group. in the WhatsApp group, just you can chit chat and try to get the solutions, right? So if you still it's not possible, try to call me and try to ask. See, one time if I'm not responding, two times if I'm not responding, at least third time I have to respond, I have to give the information, right? No worries, guys. I will take care about that. Abhinav, are you clear, man?
देखो मिला क्या सो टेबल लग गया
Guys, tomorrow we'll meet. Fine. Abhinav, are you clear, man? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Tomorrow
sir.
we'll meet, guys. Bye. You will get the video link. Try to check the video link and try to write the notes. Okay.
thank you sir
Bye, guys. Bye. Bye.
thank you